Well, ARCADE1up has released their new cab, and what can I say, but no surprise here, it's pretty bad. While the ARCADE1up influencers have amnesia about how they sold you dozens of awful products like NFL Blitz and digital pinballs and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Fast and the Furious, The Simpsons, and so many more god-awful recreations of arcades, they decided to have no remorse and get right back on the shill track.
But I'm afraid I'm going to regret not picking it up. Call me an idiot, say that I'm a shill, don't care.
Okay, you're a shill and an idiot. Now this new multi-cab is a combination of Golden Tee and about 12 other games. And not only do you get Golden Tee games, but you get some broken fingers to go along with it. So along with the $600 price tag for this cab, expect a few doctor bills on top of it. Because these one-up influencers don't actually play Golden Tee, they leave out the small issues of such as ramming your fingers into the screen because the screen is so close to the trackball. But I know what you're saying. You're saying, Rex, this is an XL cab. It's bigger and stronger and better. Not so fast. Let's listen to a former one-up influencer who was definitely down the one-up rabbit hole, but eventually took the red pill.
And check this out. I could tip this over. It's just bigger junk. Like the quality in the bigger cabinets isn't there. Look, I'm going to let it stand still. One pinky. If I really wanted to, I could knock it over with one pinky, guys. One pinky. It's junk. XLs, nah, man.
I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I don't remember arcades almost tipping over on me. Warning on this product, small children, look the hell out. Putting aside these small issues as well as the fact that we know that these buttons, joysticks, and trackball are the worst your money can buy, there's a bunch of other games on this cab that we should take a look at. Now you're going to remember some of these titles as soon as you see them, but when you play them on this machine, you may not remember playing them like this. Why, you ask? Well, on this channel, we actually learn all about the things that other YouTube channels and one-up shills don't tell you because they simply don't know. Remember, these one-up YouTubers are self-proclaimed casual gamers, so you may not get some of the information that you need to make a good decision on buying these cabinets. One of my favorite games is on this arcade, Paperboy. And who doesn't remember playing Paperboy? But on this version, you get to play it with joysticks and a button instead of handlebars. Okay, maybe you even get to use the trackball. Who knows on this? But this game brings me absolutely zero nostalgia playing with a joystick. You may love Gorf with that flight stick and trigger button, but guess what? On this arcade, you get to play it with a joystick and a button. I know Defender was one of your favorites, and you'll remember that it had 5 buttons on the control panel. On this version, you get 4 buttons randomly scattered, and maybe you get a 5th button if they somehow map a start button or the live online button for this machine. But who cares anyway? The buttons are so scattered and misplaced that you're not going to be able to play this game anyway. Or maybe they just left out one of the buttons, like hyperspace. Who needs hyperspace anyway, they figured. How about tubing? Wow, what a fun game with the 5-button layout for each player. But on this arcade, you get to play it with a joystick somehow. I don't know, left, right, up, paddle, who knows? We'll just figure it out when we get it, after we pre-order, right? Right. And how about the rest of the games? Clax, oh, well, you get the wrong joystick with that one. And Rampage, well, you get a 2-player version instead of the right 3-player version. What about Gauntlet? Oh, that's a 4-player game. You get the 2-player version, of course. And what about Sinistar? Well, that's the wrong joystick, of course, but I guess you can play it with an 8-way joystick. Wizard of War, wrong joystick, wrong control panel setup. Joust, wrong joystick. Tapper, of course, you're not going to get a tapper handle and a pull down to pull the beer. I think you're starting to get the point of all of this. But lastly, don't forget there's some vertical games on this. And who hasn't had an arcade by ARCADE1up that messed up the aspect ratio on one of their vertical games? So I can pretty much expect that's going to be messed up too. But hey, $600, if you're a casual gamer and you don't care about any of these mistakes, then maybe this is for you. Or maybe you're like the rest of us who really want an accurate arcade experience and realize that this is another dust collector just like your other 20 Arcade 1-ups. Hey, thanks for watching the Rexer Show.